Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And an interesting day today. Harry popping up in Vegas, Meghan not popping up in Vogue. She's out of Vogue. She who guest edited the September edition of British Vogue a few years ago, and seemed to be such big buddies with Edward Enninful way back when, not actually invited to his wedding, his fairly recent wedding as far as I can recall, and now left off his last cover. It's his last edition of British Vogue. He's been shunted sideways as far as I can figure out. Meghan, very obviously missing, not a legend. Of the 40 legendary stars he managed to collect, some of them quite dubious stars in my opinion, but some of them not so much. People very close to Meghan once: Oprah, Serena Williams, Victoria Beckham on the cover. Meghan not on the cover. Point made. But why? We have the Tarot of Curious Creatures here to have a look and see if we can figure out what's going on. Why was she left off the cover? How does Edward Enninful really feel about that? There were whispers after she guest edited that September edition. The September edition apparently is the one that cannot fail, always going to sell out. So she got the good gig. I think she was a bit cagey about it. I don't think she was really supposed to do it, as far as I can remember. Sprung it on the royals, so she does have a tendency to do that. Oh, by the way, I've just guest edited Vogue, and guess who's not on the cover of Vogue? The Queen. That time round. This time round, guess who's not on the cover of Vogue? Meghan. So we're going to have a look and see how she also feels about this. It must be rather painful for her to be left off when her big chums, Oprah, Serena, not so much a big chum, Victoria Beckham, no, they did make the cut. Meghan very much left out. And what does this mean for her? One more shuffle. Going forward, if this very clear message has been sent out as Edward leaves Vogue, while he leaves editing British Vogue. Dark days in Montecito, and not just because of the storm. I know I'm cutting the cards weirdly. It just happens. We go with what happens. It's just energy, and of course it's just tarot for fun and entertainment. Of course it is, and it's all just my opinion. It's all just speculation. We just read energy here, and the cards fall where they fall, and there is a disclaimer in the bars below what is going on. Knight of Swords. I don't know if Edward is an air sign. No idea. But anyway, Knight of Swords in reverse is a harsh energy, a cruel energy, a ruthless energy, cutting someone out. Upright, it's swift, it's witty, it's intelligent, it will ride to your rescue, it'll come up with clever ideas and execute them before you can blink. In reverse, it can be pretty nasty. It can leave you out of the Vogue cover and find 40 other legendary stars to put there. I wonder if 40 is a coincidental number. We had the famous 40 by 40 flop. Anyway, there it is. Knight of Swords in reverse as our underlying energy. What is the situation we're dealing with today? We're dealing, sorrow, so sad, sobbing on the floor in Mudslide Mansion. 8 of Cups in reverse. Very sad. It's a good long, a very tall, supermodel-y kind of 8 of Cups, is it not? But it's in reverse, and she was a supermodel according to her CV that has been shown many times on social media. I don't know what, she had some strange talents that she could do. I can't remember what they were, but she was a supermodel. Very tall, those legs for miles. There it is, 8 of Cups in reverse. So sad, left off the cover. It is a card of misery when it is in reverse. Can't shift focus from a miserable situation, something that's painful. And I suspect with that 8 of Cups that this rift with Vogue and with Edward and probably with Anna Wintour as well, great fan of the royals, Anna Wintour, good mates with the Queen, even the late Queen. not the current queen. Maybe she's mates with the current queen too, who knows. But I think this rift goes back a bit with the Eight of Cups in reverse. This isn't a sudden event. Suddenly there's the magazine and she's not on it. No, this goes back longer than that. So why was she left off? Why was she left off? Four of Wands. Because of the royals. It's the firm. It's the firm. Four of Wands. That is a Prince William card. It's also a bit of a Harry. We've seen Harry in this kind of ensemble a lot at awards ceremonies, living legend in his own mind. Meghan, not so much a legend. Not as far as Edward Enninful is concerned anyway. But it is to do with the royals. The firm. Four of Wands. It's to do with upsetting them. Don't want that energy on. He doesn't want that energy on his last cover. Even though the Four of Wands is upright here, it's a bit of a home wrecker energy for me coming through. Normally when the card is in reverse, that home wrecker energy comes through, unhappy home. But it's coming through now. It's like, what did you do with Has-Been? You took Has-Been away and you broke hearts in the royal family. You messed them all up. You destabilized them. You hurled insults at them. You reveled in doing all of this, and I'm not putting you on the cover because of that. And that is my interpretation of the energy. That is my speculation, my bit of snark, me having fun with the tarot. Tell us, please, what Edward feels about Meghan. What does he think of her as a person? What does he think of her? Oh, wow, Ten of Swords. And that is ruin. Absolute ruin. She is poison. Ten of Swords. According to the cards, according to the energy of the cards I'm reading. Ten of Swords is the end. Is someone who has been stabbed in the back, backstabber. Normally, the Ten of Swords has someone who literally lying prone on the ground, dead, stabbed 10 times in the back, finished, ruined, destroyed. It's the destroyer of worlds, the Ten of Swords, and a backstabber, because normally there are 10 swords stabbed into that dead person's back. Sorry to be so graphic and so gruesome on a Friday afternoon, but tarot is tarot. And so how does Meghan feel being left off, whereas some quite low-grade stars actually made that cover? How does she feel? Ooh, Queen of Swords in reverse. This is so harsh, so cruel, so unfair. I'm sure that there have been quite strident emails, messages, phone calls even, to people, to him, Marcus, Ari Emanuel, shouting, demanding, what happened, why? Queen of Swords in reverse is a kind of a match for the Knight of Swords in reverse in terms of nasty, sharp tongue, lashing out about this, screaming at people. That's the energy that I'm picking up anyway. And you know the drill. I'm just reading energy here. What does this mean for Meghan going forward? The fact that she was left off this cover. She who once ruled the world actually guest edited an edition of British Vogue. What does it mean for her going forward? Ace of Pentacles. She's going to have to find a whole new path, perhaps on QVC. There it is. Brand new start, brand new day. She's going to have to leave that world where she was a supermodel and she guest edited fashion magazines. She's going to have to walk through that arch, and she has to going to have to go somewhere else and find new things to do, new things to merch, new way of being. It's not the end. It's not disaster, even though she is seen as a disaster, Ten of Swords, according to the energy in this reading. But for her, It means that that door has closed and she's going to have to open a new one if she wants to find the road to riches, still following that path. It's not a yellow brick path in this one. It's a grass is greener somewhere else energy. She does have quite a history of grass is greener somewhere else. Oh well, shut that down, move on to something else. She's very well connected still. She has people who are still taking her calls. I don't think anyone at Vogue is, with that Queen of Swords in reverse. Well, possibly not after the phone call that I suspect is in that energy, that Queen of Swords energy in reverse. But whole new game, whole new project. Still her eye on the money, still following that that path that she hopes one day will be paved with gold. But yeah, all to start over from scratch again, to try and shall we have the greasy pole, to try and climb that greasy pole again. I think she just slithered right down to the bottom of the greasy pole. I've got terrible mental image now. Sorry about that, everyone. But she's going to be doing her best to slither back up it. Now, with that Ace of Pentacles as the outcome card, she will not give up. A bit sort of cockroach energy there coming through for me. You can smack it with your shoe 1,000,000 times. You can go through the apocalypse, ice age, nuclear war, still slithering up the greasy pole. That is your reading. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow.